Dr. Mehmet Oz, known for his charismatic presence on TV, once enjoyed a celebrated career as a renowned heart surgeon and a trusted health expert.
A hard lesson for Dr. Oz after he lost his Senate bid and now is desperately seeking to get back on television. He wants his TV show back, and everyone is telling him no.
However, things took a troubling turn. Dr. Oz's rise to fame was impressive, but his career and reputation faced a sharp decline. In this video, we'll explore his early successes, the controversies that followed, and the decisions that led to his fall from grace. What really happened to Dr. Oz? Join us as we uncover the sad truth behind his downfall. Early life. Mehmet Oz, known to the world as Dr. Oz, was born on June 11, 1960, in Cleveland, Ohio. His parents, Mustafa Oz and Suna Atabey, were Turkish immigrants who instilled a strong sense of cultural heritage in their children. Mustafa was a respected thoracic surgeon, while Suna worked as a pharmacist. Mehmet grew up in a family that valued education and professional achievement, alongside his two sisters, Sevil and Nazlim. From an early age, Mehmet was exposed to the medical field through his father's work. This exposure sparked an interest in medicine that would shape his future career. A pivotal moment occurred when he encountered a photo essay on the first heart transplant recipients, which left a lasting impression on him. This moment, coupled with his father's influence, steered him towards a future in cardiothoracic surgery. Mehmet spent his formative years in Wilmington, Delaware, attending Tower Hill School. He was an exceptional student, excelling in academics and athletics. His prowess extended to water polo and football, showcasing a balance of intellectual and physical abilities. These early experiences laid a strong foundation for his future academic pursuits. In 1978, Mehmet began his undergraduate studies at Harvard University, where he majored in biology. He graduated magna cum laude in 1982, demonstrating not only academic excellence, but also a dedication to his studies. During his time at Harvard, he continued to engage in sports, playing for the university's water polo team and football team, reflecting his commitment to maintaining a well-rounded profile. After completing his undergraduate degree, Mehmet pursued a unique dual-degree program at the University of Pennsylvania. He enrolled in both the Perelman School of Medicine and the Wharton School of Business, aiming to combine medical expertise with business acumen. This decision was partly influenced by his father's encouragement to develop a broader understanding of healthcare beyond clinical practice. By 1986, Mehmet had earned both his MD and MBA degrees. During his time at Penn, he not only focused on academics, but also took on leadership roles, serving as class president, and later as the student body president. These roles highlighted his leadership qualities and his ability to inspire and organize his peers. Despite being raised in the United States, Mehmet maintained a strong connection to his Turkish roots. He holds dual citizenship and served in the Turkish army to fulfill his military obligations, a requirement for all Turkish male citizens. This experience allowed him to connect with his heritage on a deeper level, bridging his Turkish and American identities. By the mid-1980s, Mehmet was equipped with a robust educational background and a clear vision for his future in medicine. His experiences growing up in a medically inclined family, his rigorous academic training, and his leadership roles set the stage for his future endeavors. These formative years were crucial in shaping his approach to medicine and his understanding of the healthcare system, laying the groundwork for what would become a distinguished career in cardiothoracic surgery and beyond. Professional career. After completing his medical degree at the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine and earning an MBA from the Wharton School of Business in 1986, Mehmet Oz embarked on his professional journey at Columbia University. He quickly made a name for himself, becoming a professor of surgery and focusing on pioneering techniques in minimally invasive cardiac surgery. His early work was marked by a commitment to improving patient outcomes and reducing recovery times, particularly through heart transplants and the use of ventricular assist devices. Dr. Oz's innovative approaches to surgery aim to reduce the need for traditional open-heart procedures. He was at the forefront of developing less invasive techniques, which were crucial in minimizing the trauma associated with cardiac surgery. His efforts significantly impacted the field, making complex surgeries more accessible and safer for patients. During this period, Dr. Oz continued to push the boundaries of cardiac surgery. His work in integrating complementary and alternative medicine with conventional medical practices set him apart from his peers. Oz explored various alternative therapies, including acupuncture and yoga, advocating for their potential benefits in conjunction with standard medical treatments. This holistic approach was somewhat controversial at the time, but attracted attention from both the medical community and the general public. Dr. Oz's focus on holistic treatment was not just a passing interest. He actively researched and published papers on the subject. His work in this area sought to bridge the gap between Eastern and Western medical practices, providing patients with a more comprehensive approach to healthcare. This perspective was innovative, challenging traditional views on medical treatment and patient care. Throughout the early 1990s, Dr. Oz's academic contributions were substantial. He authored and co-authored numerous research papers that were published in esteemed medical journals. These publications covered a wide range of topics, including heart transplantation, mechanical cardiac support, and the efficacy of various surgical techniques. His research not only advanced the field of cardiothoracic surgery, but also solidified his reputation as a thought leader in medicine. In addition to his academic and clinical work, Dr. Oz began to expand his influence beyond the operating room. He made regular appearances on television programs and delivered public lectures, discussing a variety of health-related topics. His ability to explain complex medical concepts in an easy-to-understand manner helped him connect with a broader audience. This public engagement laid the groundwork for his future as a prominent media personality in the medical field. Dr. Oz's public appearances were not just about sharing medical knowledge, they were also a way to promote health education. He became a trusted voice in the community, advocating for better understanding and awareness of medical issues. His unique combination of medical expertise and communication skills made him an influential figure, capable of reaching people from all walks of life. Becoming a public figure. Through the years, Dr. Mehmet Oz made significant strides in both the medical and academic fields. Serving as a professor of surgery at Columbia University and the vice chair of the university's Cardiovascular Institute, Dr. Oz specialized in minimally invasive cardiac surgery. His work was particularly focused on innovative procedures for heart valve repair and heart replacement surgeries. Dr. Oz's contributions weren't just theoretical. He was an active surgeon, performing over 300 heart operations annually. His research and clinical efforts were recognized through numerous patents and over 400 original publications, book chapters, and medical books, establishing him as a leading figure in cardiovascular medicine. Dr. Oz's ability to communicate complex medical information to the public became a defining feature of his career. In the early 2000s, he began co-authoring a series of best-selling books, such as Healing from the Heart and You, the Owner's Manual. These books demystified medical science for the general public, making healthcare advice accessible and understandable. His clear and engaging writing style helped him reach a broad audience, solidifying his reputation as a trusted health expert. Dr. Oz's media presence expanded significantly during this period. He first appeared on television with the show Second Opinion with Dr. Oz on the Discovery Channel in 2003. Although short-lived, this program caught the attention of Oprah Winfrey, who invited him to appear on her show in 2004. His segments on The Oprah Winfrey Show, where he discussed a wide range of medical topics, quickly made him a household name. Dr. Oz's approachable demeanor and expertise resonated with viewers, and he became a regular guest on the show, making over 60 appearances. One of his most memorable moments was the poop episode in 2005, where he candidly discussed bowel health, breaking down taboos and making complex health issues relatable to the public. Beyond his media ventures, Dr. Oz was instrumental in developing the MitraClip, a device that allows for the repair of mitral heart valves without the need for open heart surgery. This innovation provided a less invasive option for patients who could not undergo traditional surgery, marking a significant advancement in cardiac care. In 2003, Dr. Oz founded Health Corps, a nonprofit organization aimed at addressing the childhood obesity epidemic. Health Corps sent young adults into high schools across the United States to educate students on nutrition, exercise, and mental resilience. The program reached millions of students, promoting healthier lifestyles and raising awareness about the importance of health and wellness from a young age. Throughout this period, Dr. Oz received numerous accolades for his work in medicine and public health. He was awarded the prestigious Gross Surgical Research Scholarship and was frequently listed among the top doctors in America. His influence was further recognized in 2008 when he was named one of Time magazine's 100 Most Influential People. His contributions extended beyond the operating room and into public consciousness, where he became a trusted figure in health education. As Dr. Oz's profile grew, so did his influence in the media. He began writing regular columns for Esquire and Reader's Digest magazines, further cementing his role as a public health communicator. His work on the Discovery Channel's Transplant series also won critical acclaim, earning both a Freddie and a Silver Telly Award. By 2005, Dr. Oz was at the height of his dual career as both a practicing surgeon and a media personality. His unique blend of medical expertise and ability to engage with the public set the stage for the next phase of his career, which would see him launching his own television show and becoming a prominent figure in American households. In 2006, Dr. Mehmet Oz had already established himself as a respected figure in medicine, but the following decade would catapult him into a household name. His influence expanded significantly, primarily through television, publications, and innovative health initiatives. The most pivotal moment in Dr. Oz's career came in 2009 with the launch of The Dr. Oz Show. The show was designed as a daily program that explored medical issues and personal health topics. Dr. Oz used this platform to disseminate health information, offer advice, and interview a wide range of experts. The show quickly resonated with viewers, combining practical health tips with engaging presentations. Its success was evident, as it received critical acclaim, including 9 Daytime Emmy Awards. The show became a cornerstone of Dr. Oz's media presence, allowing him to reach a broad audience and establish a trusted brand in health and wellness. While Dr. Oz became a media sensation, he did not abandon his roots in medicine. He continued his role at Columbia University as vice chair and professor of surgery. Additionally, he directed the Cardiovascular Institute and Complementary Medicine program at New York Presbyterian Hospital. His medical practice remained active, performing over 300 heart operations annually. Dr. Oz's medical expertise extended to various research areas, including heart replacement surgery and minimally invasive procedures. He also explored complementary medicine, blending traditional medical approaches with alternative therapies. His dual role as a media figure and practicing surgeon allowed him to bridge the gap between complex medical science and public understanding. Beyond television, Dr. Oz expanded his reach through the written word. He authored several best-selling books such as You, the Owner's Manual, You, the Smart Patient, and You, on a Diet. These publications were designed to empower readers with knowledge about their bodies and health management. Dr. Oz also contributed regularly to Esquire and Reader's Digest, further establishing his voice in the health and wellness community. His writings were accessible, often simplifying complex medical concepts for the general public. This period marked a significant broadening of his influence, as he utilized multiple media platforms to promote health education. In 2010, Dr. Oz co-founded ShareCare, a digital health company aimed at providing comprehensive health and wellness information. ShareCare's mission was to empower individuals by giving them the tools and knowledge to manage their health better. The platform included various resources, from expert advice to interactive features like Ask MD, an app that won the Best Medical App Award in 2014. ShareCare represented a fusion of technology and healthcare, reflecting Dr. Oz's forward-thinking approach to health education. It allowed users to access reliable health information conveniently, reinforcing Dr. Oz's commitment to making health knowledge accessible to all. Throughout these years, Dr. Oz received numerous awards, solidifying his status as a prominent figure in both media and medicine. In 2008, he was named one of Time magazine's 100 most influential people, an acknowledgement of his impact on public health awareness. He was also listed among Forbes' most influential celebrities, highlighting his broad appeal and significant influence. These recognitions were a testament to his work in making complex medical information accessible and engaging to the public. Dr. Oz's efforts in health education were further honored by various other awards, underscoring his contributions to public health. Dr. Oz's commitment to public health extended beyond media and academia. In 2003, he founded Health Corps, a nonprofit organization focused on addressing the obesity crisis among young people. By 2015, Health Corps had made substantial strides in educating students across the United States about nutrition, fitness, and mental resilience. The program aimed to equip students with the knowledge and tools necessary for healthy living. Dr. Oz's vision for Health Corps was to create a ripple effect, inspiring young people to adopt healthier lifestyles and influence their communities positively. The organization's outreach and impact were significant, reaching millions of students and contributing to the broader public health conversation. Controversy-filled years. From 2016 to 2020, Dr. Mehmet Oz continued to thrive as the host of The Dr. Oz Show, a popular daytime television program that captivated audiences with its blend of medical advice, celebrity interviews, and discussions on alternative medicine. The show maintained high ratings and received several Daytime Emmy Awards during these years, solidifying Oz's status as a trusted figure in the world of health and wellness. The show's success can be attributed to its accessible approach to complex medical topics, making health information digestible for a wide audience. However, the show was not without controversy. Critics frequently targeted Dr. Oz for promoting treatments and health advice that were not always supported by mainstream medical science. Some of his recommendations, including alternative therapies and supplements, sparked debate within the medical community. Despite the criticism, Oz defended his platform by emphasizing the importance of presenting diverse perspectives, allowing viewers to make informed decisions about their health. This approach underscored his belief in empowering individuals with knowledge, even if it meant venturing into controversial areas. Beyond his television career, Dr. Oz remained active in various health initiatives and partnerships. He frequently appeared on other television programs, expanding his influence and reach. His contributions to numerous publications further cemented his role as a prominent voice in health and wellness, making him a household name across the United States. During this period, Oz's work continued to focus on educating the public about health issues, always aiming to make a positive impact on people's lives. In late 2021, Dr. Oz made a surprising announcement that marked a significant turn in his career. He declared his candidacy for a U.S. Senate seat in Pennsylvania as a Republican. This decision led to the conclusion of The Dr. Oz Show in early 2022, as Oz shifted his focus to his political campaign. His entry into the political arena was a bold move, showcasing his desire to influence public policy and contribute to societal change beyond the realm of television. Dr. Oz's Senate campaign quickly garnered widespread media attention. His bid was notable not only because of his celebrity status, but also due to the endorsements he received, including a significant one from former President Donald Trump. Oz campaigned on a platform that emphasized healthcare reform, economic growth, and personal freedom. He positioned himself as a pragmatic outsider with the experience and knowledge to address the nation's pressing health issues, drawing on his extensive medical background. Despite a well-publicized campaign and substantial backing, Dr. Oz faced challenges. His opponent, Democrat John Fetterman, ultimately won the election in November 2022. The loss was a major setback for Oz, marking a significant moment in his career. The campaign had been a departure from his usual domain of health and wellness, and the results underscored the difficulties celebrities often face when transitioning into the political sphere. Nonetheless, the experience added a new dimension to Dr. Oz's public persona and demonstrated his willingness to engage in public service. Following his unsuccessful Senate bid, Dr. Oz returned to his roots in health and wellness, focusing on initiatives that aligned with his expertise and passion. One of his primary focuses was HealthCore. In 2023, HealthCore collaborated with the Arizona Department of Education to implement comprehensive health education programs in schools. This initiative involved college mentors from Arizona State University and Grand Canyon University, who worked closely with students to address local health challenges and promote better nutrition and exercise habits. Dr. Oz's dedication to public health education remained steadfast as he continued to advocate for healthier living through various channels. Although he no longer hosted a daily television show, Oz maintained a presence in the media. He made guest appearances on talk shows, contributed articles to health-related publications, and utilized social media platforms to share health tips and advice. His online presence became a valuable tool for reaching audiences, allowing him to continue his mission of educating the public about important health topics. In addition to his work with HealthCore, Dr. Oz engaged in other projects aimed at improving public health. He focused on spreading awareness about common health issues and providing practical solutions to everyday health challenges. His efforts were particularly relevant in a time when public health and wellness had become a global priority. Dr. Oz's ability to adapt to changing media landscapes and his commitment to public service demonstrated his enduring relevance in the field of health communication. The downfall of Dr. Oz's career and reputation. The humiliation begins. Dr. Mehmet Oz, once a household name for his charismatic presence on daytime television, found his career and reputation unraveling when he ventured into politics. His transformation from a trusted medical expert to a political candidate highlighted many underlying issues. For years, Dr. Oz had capitalized on his telegenic charm to promote quick-fix solutions to complex health problems, often peddling miracle cures that had little scientific backing. His credibility, however, took a significant hit when he entered the political arena with an endorsement from Donald Trump. Despite the backing, Oz struggled to gain traction. Reports from Politico in late July indicated that the National Republican Senatorial Committee raised concerns about his polling and fundraising. From April to early July, Oz's opponent, Pennsylvania Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman, raised nearly 9 times more money than Oz, who had to loan his campaign half of his $3.8 million total. These financial struggles mirrored his difficulty in resonating with voters, many of whom viewed him as an inauthentic candidate. A phony persona exposed. Dr. Oz's candidacy revealed a stark contrast between his polished TV persona and his political campaign. While he was adept at engaging television audiences, his attempts to connect with voters on the campaign trail often fell flat. His wealth and out-of-touch comments further alienated him from the average voter. Oz owns 10 houses, but claimed to own only 2, a revelation that added to his image as a wealthy elite disconnected from ordinary people's lives. Additionally, his residency in New Jersey, not Pennsylvania, became a major point of contention, with his opponent Fetterman frequently highlighting Oz's status as a carpetbagger. Fetterman effectively used humor and public stunts to emphasize Oz's outsider status. From flying a banner over the Jersey Shore to enlisting Snooki and Steven Van Zandt for roasting Oz, Fetterman's campaign kept the pressure on. Oz's missteps, like his awkward grocery shopping video at Wegner's, a non-existent store he likely confused with Redner's or Wegmans, only added to his woes. These gaffes reinforced the perception that Oz was out of touch with the people he aimed to represent. Social media misfires. Dr. Oz's social media presence became a series of unfortunate events. His posts and videos often backfired, giving Fetterman ample material for ridicule. The infamous Wegner's video, where Oz fumbled with the concept of grocery shopping, was just one example. Fetterman's witty responses, such as calling the items Oz referred to as crudités, a simple veggie tray, resonated with voters and further highlighted Oz's disconnect. The repeated embarrassments made it clear that Oz was struggling to adapt his media skills to the political stage. A question of authenticity. One of the biggest challenges for Oz was proving his authenticity. While authenticity is often a strategic facade in politics, Fetterman's genuine, down-to-earth demeanor starkly contrasted with Oz's polished but hollow image. Fetterman's recovery from a stroke and his continued engagement with voters only enhanced his relatability, whereas Oz's attempts to project a similar image felt forced. This authenticity gap was evident in every debate and campaign event, making it difficult for Oz to shake off his phony label. Oprah's rejection. The downward spiral reached a significant point when Oprah Winfrey, who had been instrumental in launching Dr. Oz's career, publicly endorsed his opponent. Oprah's endorsement of Fetterman was not merely a political stance, but a repudiation of Oz's recent actions and values. Once a close ally, Oprah's distancing from Oz highlighted the extent of his fall from grace. She cited several reasons, including Oz's refusal to support Israel publicly, his alignment with Trump, and his controversial stance on the Armenian genocide. Oprah's disapproval was compounded by Oz's campaign choices, such as firing an AR-15 in a commercial just after the Uvalde massacre and mocking Fetterman's stroke. These actions were starkly opposed to the values Oprah held dear. Her public rejection underscored the moral and ethical conflicts that Oz's campaign had generated. The denial of science and ethics. Dr. Oz's descent into promoting pseudoscience and aligning with right-wing conspiracy theorists further eroded his credibility. Once revered for his medical expertise, he now appeared more interested in pandering to a political base than adhering to scientific principles. His promotion of dubious treatments and miracle cures had already drawn criticism from the medical community, but his political alignment with fringe theories and unsubstantiated claims alienated him from his professional peers and a significant portion of his audience. Fighting for relevance. As his Senate campaign floundered, Dr. Oz's desperation to remain relevant became more evident. His attempts to discredit Fetterman, including mocking his health, only backfired. Instead of highlighting Fetterman's weaknesses, these attacks showcased Oz's lack of empathy and decorum, further diminishing his appeal. The more Oz tried to assert his political viability, the more he seemed out of touch with the values and concerns of Pennsylvania voters. Reflecting on choices. Dr. Oz's decision to leave his lucrative television career for a contentious political campaign is perplexing. His life as a television doctor had provided him with fame and fortune, with little scrutiny of his professional claims. Entering the political arena, however, exposed him to rigorous examination and criticism. The decision to pursue a Senate seat, particularly under the banner of controversial endorsements and policies, seemed ill-advised. It was a gamble that not only cost him financially, but also tarnished his professional and personal reputation. The consequences of ambition. Ultimately, Dr. Oz's foray into politics serves as a cautionary story about the dangers of unchecked ambition. His need for political power, driven by a desire to align with influential figures and movements, led to a dramatic fall from grace. The values he once professed as a physician and public figure were compromised in his pursuit of a Senate seat, leaving a legacy of controversy and disappointment. The aftermath. In the end, Dr. Oz's attempt to reinvent himself as a political leader failed spectacularly. His campaign was marked by missteps, misjudgments, and a profound disconnect with the electorate he sought to represent. The public's rejection of his candidacy was a reminder of the importance of authenticity and integrity in public service. As Dr. Oz reflects on his choices, the lessons of his downfall are clear. Credibility and trust, once lost, are hard to regain, and the pursuit of power should never come at the expense of one's core values and principles.